Owen Fitzpatrick, Rice College, Ennis.
Owen, how excited are you to be here at the launch today?
It's a good buzz now. You're seeing all the finalists in every division hurling and football, so you're with the best of the best now in the country, so it's good crack.
You've had a bit of a look at Noah, the opponent coming up at the weekend. What are your thoughts?
Look, they're sound out now. We're talking away, and we're both looking forward now, especially our school now, first time in history as well. So we're looking forward to it now.
Does that add something a little bit extra special for you that you'd be the first to do it?
It's a special thing now. Like, you don't really get to, like, I'm in sixth year now, and most of my friends are now, so we won't get a chance at it again. So we kind of have to make most of it now. Do you know? It's
a nice kind of special thing about playing with the school, isn't it? That you get to play with people from other clubs as well. It's like you'll never play with this team again. Yeah, it's special now. Like, you know, you get to play your friends you started in first year. Like, you'll probably never get a chance like this again. So we're really going to do most of what we can. Like, is there a big buzz around the school this week? Yeah, there is now. Flags have gone up now, and parents and teachers and all the staff now wishing you the best of luck now. So it's kind of creating a good atmosphere now. And have you had like a particularly tough game so far in the campaign, do you think? Causeway now in the Munster final now. We went. They were a very good team now. They're trailing now for most of the game, and we kind of clawed back in the second half, and we pulled through. Thank God. What would it mean to you to be able to bring the cup home as captain, especially if, historically for the first time? I don't know. It'd be special now for the school and, you know, my club and everyone, so it'd be very good now if I can. How do you think you'll manage the nerves coming up in the next couple of days? Will you try not to think about it, or? There'd be not much nerves now going into it. It'd be more excitement more than anything, so that's all.
Noah McGinty, Largy College.
Noah, how exciting is it to be up here for the launch today?
Buzzing, like, it sort of puts it really into perspective just how big of an occasion it is for us as a team and the school. Like,
is it starting to get a little bit more real being able to come up with the opponent here as well?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it gives you a sort of, you know, you're in the match week now. You know, a lot of the build-up's kind of done at this stage, and you're just excited for the game to happen.
What's the atmosphere been like in the school all week with that build-up?
Well, there's a lot of excitement. You know, it's the first time I'd say there hasn't been as many flags up in the school in a long time, like, and just, you know, staff stop and talk to you about games and stuff, like, it's buzzing at the minute, like.
Is it something that the school has been experienced before? Have there been any of these kind of finals?
No, it'd be the first All-Ireland final for the school, like, so big occasion.
Big occasion. Does it make it a little bit more exciting or add that little bit more pressure?
I wouldn't say pressure. I'd say it does make it more exciting though, like that we're the first ones to do it, so, you know, makes it all more enjoyable as well.
Has there been a certain kind of a game or moment so far in the campaign that has been really tough that you've gotten over as a team?
I'd say probably at half time in the Ulster final. After losing the Ulster final last year, we felt we didn't perform in that. Felt we hadn't performed up until the first half in the Ulster final this year as well. So, you know, getting over the line after that would have been a big moment for us as a team.
And what would it mean to you being able to bring the cup home to the school as captain?
It would be massive, like, you know. I suppose being the first person to do it would be very special, like.
We've got a lot of your coaches and everyone up as well. They'd be just as delighted, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they'd be, I'd say, happier.
Were there any of them been involved in the school players before?
Yeah, well, Mr. King would have went to the school and would have played, but Mr. O'Rourke's a bit of a blow-in, so he wouldn't have been.
It'd be good to get the bragging rights over Mr. King, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
Hello, and you are welcome along here for this All-Ireland football decider. It is the Masita Post-Primary Schools Finals, the first of 4 that are going to be taking place over the coming days, and a couple of huge games in prospect. And it's not too often you get a football clash between a Monaghan side and a Clare side in such an environment, but these two sides, Largy College of Clones and Rice College of Ennis, are fancying their chances. They're here at the Connacht GA Centre of Excellence for this All-Ireland decider, and it promises to be a fascinating occasion. Both sides have made their way through here in a confident fashion. Good wins in their semi-finals. Rice College, believe it or not, won their semi-final in this very venue. They beat a Mayo team on Mayo soil. St. Brendan's of Belmullet lost out to them by a single point in that semi-final, and that followed up a huge Munster final victory for Rice College of Ennis when they beat Causeway Comprehensive of Kerry by 2 points. A fantastic run for this Clare side, and they're not done just yet. As for Largy College in Clones, well, they like to put up some big scores, and in the Fall Cup final, the Ulster final as it was. They beat St Aidan's of Cootehill 4-11 to 1 goal and 14, and they hit the back of the net 5 times in their All-Ireland semi-final. A dominant victory over Mount Mellick Community School, where they racked up a scoreline of 5-15 and only conceded 2 goals and 1 point. Both sides are ready for this huge game, and we'll run through the teams for you right now. One late change only on the crew from County Clare, and we'll start though with the Monaghan side, Largy College of Clones. In goal for them, it is number 1, Ryan Quigley. They have a full back line of Stephen Cusack, Morgan Howell and Ryan Murphy. The half back line, Jude McGinty, Donica Queely and Phelan Brady. A big midfield partnership, it's Mantis Polaskis and Noah McGinty, an Air Og midfield for them. A half forward line with Shane McPhillips, Oren Carlin and Ulton Martin, and a very dangerous inside line, Oisin Lynch, Dane McKenevy and also Aidan McFarlane making up the line there. Of course, Jermaine O'Rourke, Ronan King are the Bannistory for Largy College in Clones. As for Rice College in Ennis, well, it's another huge team for them, and they've got some big players right across the park with lots of inter-county experience. Tony Burke is the goalkeeper. The full back line is Tom Spellman, Tyg Byrne and Conal O'Reilly. Liam McAllister, James Rafferty and Sean McMahon make up the half back line. Owen Fitzpatrick is the captain of the side. He wears 8. He's partnered with Darren Maroney in the middle of the park. Dylan Tierney, Sean Hegarty and Aaron Mounsey make up the half forward line, with Jack McAllister, Niall Doyle and Charlie O'Doherty on the inside line. It promises to be a huge, huge game. Of course, their management, Dennis O'Driscoll and Brendan O'Neill, but there's some big faces on either side there too. Our co-commentator for this afternoon is Owen Collins. Owen was on the sideline last St Patrick's Day in Croke Park when his crew from St Cummins of Claremorris lost out in the Hogan Cup final. Owen, you know all about these occasions. These are young lads. It's going to be the last time they're going to wear their school jersey. What's the best way to prepare and try and keep the focus in check ahead of a game like this?
Yeah, I suppose, look at these young fellas, it's probably going to be one of the biggest games of their career to date. Again, trying to settle down fairly quickly, do the basics and kind of build your way into the game would be the key messages you'd be trying to promote from both management teams. I suppose Rice College of Ennis, they played here in the All-Ireland semi-final, so they should have the feel for the ground, so you'd be hoping that Largy College kind of settle down well and get used to the environment. But again, it's not often we have a kind of a dry, calm enough day here in the COE, so it should lend itself to some good football. Yeah,
it certainly is. Well, the morning so far has been full of sunshine and showers, but invariably not that breezy, so it might lead to an even better game of football. An interesting one to note too, just down in front of us there a moment ago, in with the crew from Largy College in Clones, one former Monaghan footballer and manager, Vinnie Corey. Some experience to have on a sideline.
Exactly, yeah. Vinnie, I think, managed Monaghan seniors between 22 and 24, so he'll bring a huge experience to the setup.
He sure will. Well, we'll pause now for Aran Naveen ahead of this All-Ireland decider. There you have it, Aran Naveen ahead of the Edmund Ignatius Rice Cup final. It is the Senior D All-Ireland decider. It is Clare against Monaghan. It's Largy College of Clones against Rice College of Ennis. The referee for this big game is Dermot Lyons from Roscommon. Both sides looking to get going from the very offset. It's a fairly good day for football. Owen, those first few moments in the game, what are you trying to do right, that first touch of the ball?
Yeah, just basics. I think keep it simple, build yourself into the game, and just keep the ball, I suppose. Try to limit turnovers. Turnovers are going to be key, especially with the new football, new rules, 3 up. You're lending to turnovers, high value kick passes, and that's where a lot of scores come by now.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a very interesting one. Two big lads in the middle of the field. The two number 8s going up for the ball, and we are underway in this All-Ireland decider. Largy College of Clones will be shooting into, we'll say, the clubhouse end in this opening half in their white jerseys and black shorts, and it's the men from the banner sporting the saffron and blue of County Clare as they get first possession of this ball. Over on the far side with Liam McAllister coming a little bit deep there is Charlie O'Doherty, and straight away we're kind of just getting a feel already on about the way that this side from Clones are setting up defensively. I mean, to only concede 3 scores in an All-Ireland semi-final is some feat, and well, they're setting up already kind of I won't say a low block, but they're defending that 45.
Yeah, 2 wing forwards are straight back here on top of the D. Now they are keeping 4 up. 11 here is around the halfway line, so they're probably defending with 11 players. But yeah, again, looking to kick past early here as well. Yeah,
they sure are. Well, in the end, the match up there between the full forwards, Dave McKenvey, and the full back, Tyg Bain, came the way of a Clare man. I do see a heavy strapping on the right hamstring of the Clare full back, but we'll continue on as they turn that ball over. Here they come with Charlie O'Doherty, the man from Aero Ennis, on the right hand side. Pops little pass in there towards Niall Doyle, his club mate as well. Again, all things very tight over on that far side. You can hear the crowd getting into this one again. They're just slowly building up to this, moving the ball, shifting it across towards that left-hand side of the field, trying to create an angle for themselves. And here comes that run off the shoulder from Sean McMahon. Will he have the first shot and anger of this All-Ireland decider? Out to the captain, Owen Fitzpatrick. Nice little pop pass. It's all very tight in there, looking to try and create the opening. Really packed defence. Ennis will look to maybe perhaps spread the play out a little bit more. It's another pass inside towards Niall Doyle. There's 4 or 5 bodies around, and the end the referee says there's going to be a free in. You know, situations like that, the close control, those simple little passes, it's all very good and well, but you know, Clones had strength in numbers there, and to give away a free, a little bit cheap from them.
Yeah, exactly. They had plenty of numbers back. Again, probably Rice College were playing a small bit too narrow, that if they stretched the play a bit more, they might have found some gaps. Again, I think we have Niall Doyle here, Clare under 20 hurler, excellent prospect for Éire Óg, so he'll be looking to try and get the first score of the game.
Yeah, we all know the success that Éire Óg had last year down in County Clare, famously winning that championship senior double in hurling and football, and it is young Niall Doyle with the first shot of this All-Ireland post-primary school senior D final. He is right in the middle of that D, shoots it in off his right boot. It comes off the post. Who's going to react quickest? It's going to be a man in a white jersey. In terms of the free you want to start off an All-Ireland final, it was probably the perfect place, but he just didn't catch it, and the wind, whatever breeze is in it, kind of took it around that post.
Yeah, exactly. I think whatever wind is out there, it's definitely favouring Clones here in the first half.
It certainly is. Well, Clones haven't done themselves any favours. The referee adjudged there to be a throw ball in the middle of the field. And, well, in fairness, they're very quick to get bodies back, although it seems like the crew from Rice College have had upwards on 90% of the ball in the opening 3 minutes of this All-Ireland decider. Here's Sean Hegarty now. Nice pass across towards Liam McAllister. Is that one a little bit better? It's not. He pulls it to the near post and wide. So, again, 3 minutes on the clock. Still no score, although that was perhaps a little bit better from Rice College. And as they moved that ball quicker, just like you mentioned, going out to the wings, trying to create those opportunities.
Yeah, they got the width there, and they got their shot off probably a small bit too far out, but again, they're creating opportunities, which is good against this wind.
It sure is. Big kick out up towards that middle of the park, and it's broken and won there by the crew from Clones, and now they can try and stretch things on with Oran Carlin sending it inside first time. Won very well by Aidan McFarlane, trying to take on his man. He's up towards the 20. Ball just runs loose for a moment, gives it across to his wing back Jude McGinty, who comes in, takes a shot off his left boot. It's very high, but it's wide to the near post. Probably didn't seem too comfortable taking on that shot. Would have much preferred it on his right hand side, and I said it just tails wide. So both sides now with the wide inside the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, number 15 there, Aidan McFarlane. He's a county minor this year. He's going to take watching for Rice College. He won out in front well, good first touch, and set up the scoring chance.
Yeah, I see the crew from Clones are getting up there behind the goal of goalkeeper Tony Burke. And, well, Tony Burke, in fairness to him, he's fairly astute, although the commentator's curse was putting him there. He saved penalties in both the Munster final and All-Ireland semi-final. And when you come out with 2 and 1 point victories, respectively, it's very good to have a goalkeeper like that in your ranks. Line ball sent inside, but a cross came. The Rice College defender, hard and fair, says the referee. And the ball is turned over once more. Looks like Sean McMahon there. Not sure natural wing back by the looks of it. He very physically strong. When you think of a wing back, you normally think short, dynamic, pacey, but he wasn't afraid to put his body across there.
No, he read the play well there, cut it out well, took the hit. And Rice College now are breaking, and they've advantage here outside the arc.
Yeah, looks like it's going to go back for a free. This would be a good tester. Perhaps if Doyle had taken on that first one and scored the first one, he might have had a go. But it looks like Sean Hegarty is the man who wants to get a look at this one. So perhaps he might take this one off the carpet. But a really good opportunity. And again from Clonus, just getting the hands in perhaps a little bit too much in those wrong sort of areas. There's places to give away those kind of fouls.
Yeah, exactly. I think you need to be careful in this modern game. To hands off, especially around the top of the arc, to give away cheap, handy 2-pointer frees. Now this is going to be a big effort.
Yeah, he's going off the outside of the right. It's going to drop in around the square. Who's going to react to it? It just bounces into that square and out wide on that far side. Distance was just ever so slightly off there. I think, again, we're nearly 6 minutes in. We haven't had a score, but both sides are finding their range, particularly Rice College and Ennis. They've had a couple of shots now, and they probably know where they can and can't be going for scores from.
Yeah, that was probably just too far out. Now there was no one else looking for the ball, so he probably had to take on the opportunity. But I think Rice College will be happy enough to start with. They have a couple of chances playing against whatever win they have.
Yeah, well,
they're on the attack here again.
They sure are. They've won more ball round the middle. Hegarty was straight there involved. Also involved Darren Maroney from Ayr Oak. Round comes Jack McAllister around that 45-metre line. The man from Dura Bearfield. A little bit of a loop pass though to no one in particular, and it's turned over very quickly. Yeah, and there's a lot of space here now for Clonus. Here comes Oren Carlin. He's got a green grass to run into up towards the 45-metre line. Good tracking back there too by James Rafferty. Still an opportunity from Oren Carlin. He shoots it up and over the bars. The first score of the All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior D final. It has taken us over 6.5 minutes. Oren Carlin, the man to get it. It came from a cheap turnover. In fairness to James Rafferty, he got back and quelled any potential goal chance that was there too.
Yeah, excellent defending. He got back really well, got the near hand tackle in, prevented any goal opportunity. But again, I think Rice College will be disappointed with that turnover up around here on their arc, the top of the arc, kick out, dodgy one.
Yeah, not the best in the world, although from a Rice College perspective they just about get hands on it. But again, it's turned over there. Phelan Brady, we were singing the praises of one number 7 a few minutes ago. It's the other number 7 that gets it now, and he's in a pace race right in front of us here with Aaron Mounsey. Really good play from Phelan Brady. He had to win that ball not once but twice. Super bit of stuff. Very tenacious. Went after that ball.
He did. He won it well. Ball in here, dangerous. It could be.
Yeah, half an opportunity there. It's Oisin Lynch tries to turn and shoot off his right. A fabulous strike of the ball. A small little show and goal. Just opened up that yard from. And well, in fairness, for all the build-up play and possession Rice College have had, it is the crew from Clonus who have got a 2-point to no score lead. We have played almost 8 minutes of this All-Ireland decider.
Again, turnover here on the sideline. Rice College will be disappointed enough, and again Monaghan punished, Clonus punished. So no, 2 points to be happy. They've settled well into the game.
Yeah, they sure have. Another kick out coming here from Tony Burke. The first two haven't really gone to plan. The first one went out over the sideline. The second of those, it didn't leave the ground all too much, and that last score resulted from it. Looks like he's going to switch tack and move out towards that left-hand side or up to right into the middle of the field. Broken down, and it's Clonus who win that ball again, sending it inside directly in towards Aidan McFarland. McFarland tried a little chip flick, perhaps not the day for that, but does get it up at the second attempt, trying to take on his man Tom Spellman, twisting this way and that, making a half yard, shooting off his right foot, and you can see from the celebration he knew where that one had gone. Super score from Aidan McFarland, and all of a sudden Largy College from Clonus have scored 3 points in as many minutes.
Yeah, great ball into the corner. McFarland won it well, sold the dummy back onto his favourite right foot, and an excellent score. I think they're going to be really happy now with the start they've had after the first 8 minutes.
They look to have threats all over that forward line. We've seen, Oren Carlin get a score. We've seen Oisin Lynch get a score. When your two corner forwards, get their first look at the post and send them over the bar like that, it's a great sign of a big day.
Great sign.
Another big kick out up towards that middle of the park, broken down once again. I said that kind of middle third, we know how big it's become in the modern game, and in there once again Phelan Brady to pick up that loose ball. He's put in a huge shift so far. Referee says he was on an advantage and it's a free, and it looked like they're calling up Ryan Quigley, the goalkeeper, to have a look at this one. Now it is 55 yards out from goal line. This would be a real test. We will say whatever breeze is with him, but
yeah, he has whatever breeze, but this is going to be a monster kick. I think he's going to be at his limit here. Whether he has it enough, has the distance, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think 55 is generous. It could be even closer to 60 metres out. This one, it's a monstrous kick. He does fancy himself, and there was no doubt either from Largy College that they were going to get him to do it. And well, all their forwards have actually ran out as well. This one is going to go close, dropping into the square all the way in, but it's read well by the opposite goalkeeper, Tony Burke. It was interesting to watch that, Owen. Just before he was making his run up, about 6 or 7 of the forwards decided to run back out of the 45-metre line.
Yeah, it's probably something that they've looked at, but again, interesting to see anything from 45. He should have the distance, and again, another turnover. Yeah,
the ball just hasn't gotten to hand on a couple of occasions there. In the end, the referee finally gives the free to Rice College. They feel they may have had one a couple of moments before that, and in the end they can get things going once more. For Rice College, we're 10 minutes in now. They've yet to score. They find themselves 3 points down. You feel they need the next score in this game.
Yeah, they just need to settle down, get a score on the board, build a bit of confidence. They have had a lot of possession, but again, whatever win they're playing into might be just testing them a small bit on the scoreboard. Again, a loose pass across out over the sideline.
Yeah.
They'd be very disappointed with that one.
As soon as that ball hit the carpet, it just skid on out and over that far side of the field. You're looking at little things like that, and it's these unenforced errors that have really been the cause of things.
Exactly, yeah. They'd be really disappointed. Probably the 3 scores that they've had have come from turnovers. Again, I'm disappointed with that. Cheap turnovers. Whatever about a good tackle, you'll get over that. But I think these cheap turnovers, they'd be really disappointed with.
Yeah, they sure will. Well, on come Largy College once more. They're on another advantage. Will they take an effort at a 2-point goal here? It's inside towards Oran Carroll, and he'd be on for a 1. The referee's going to go back, and I would think that the goalkeeper Ryan Quigley is going to be coming up for another look at this one. The crew from Ennis aren't too happy about something or another, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know exactly what's happening there, but I think the referee just he hasn't changed his motive anyways. It still looks like it's going to be a free in for Largy College, and either way it's probably a couple of yards closer for Ryan Quigley.
Couple of yards closer, but I don't think he's going to have the distance based on the last strike. He's probably only about 2 or 3 yards in. The last one landed on the small square, so he'll need a better connection here to get the first 2-pointer of the game.
Yeah, sure will. It'll be interesting once again to see if they try something similar. Those forwards, just keeping half a look on them and what they're going to be doing if they're going to try another one of these little bunch and breaks out. You see it for a kick out, you don't often see it for a free. Either way, Quigley's going to go for this one again. It's dropping a little bit short, gets a touch off it, but it was a touch off a Largy College hand, and it has gone out over the end line and wide. 12 minutes on the clock, still 3 points to no score in favour of Largy College and Clonus. That's just their second wide, but in this last couple of minutes they've really taken control of this game.
They have, yeah, and I think they'd be disappointed. Quigley would be disappointed with his 2 efforts. Maybe probably should have learned from the first one and worked it short, but I think they're going to be happy with the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, they look very confident on that ball. Another kick out comes down, and it's ate up by Largy College once more. Passed inside there towards Oisin Lynch, scored from a very similar position a couple of moments ago. That was off his right. Is he going to have a go off his left? Yes, he is, but this one has just dropped into the hands of the goalkeeper, Tony Burke. And when you're in such control of a game, when you're dominating midfield, the last thing you want to do is send a ball straight into the goalkeeper's hands.
Exactly. No, I think he was really disappointed based on his reactions there to drop it short. So out for a 45, and Quigley is en route again.
Yeah,
so
he is. He's no GPS tracker on him, I'd say, but in fairness, he's had a good run of it so far. This one is at a 45, a little bit closer to goal for him. But again, as soon as that ball broke down, it's the pressure from the inside line of Largy College. Immense pressure, putting the Rice College defence under real pressure, and forcing that ball out for a 45. And again, it's just keeping them pinned in more and more and more, and it also leads to frustration for the forward side of things from Rice College too.
Exactly, yeah, they haven't got any real ball into McAllister, the danger man inside for Rice College. But I think Largy College are winning nearly predominantly all the kickouts from Rice College, so they're really putting pressure on.
Yeah, they sure are. Perhaps there's a set piece one they may have to go to in a minute. This one from Quigley.
Better
He's
kick.
had 2 close ones. In fairness to Brady, it looked for half a second like he may have almost out-jumped it, but the referee says it's a foul. And would you believe, I think that Largy College have actually managed to have a breach on that. Of all things, to let the ball breach, it was a simple thing. Of course, when the goalkeeper goes forward, you have to put a 4th defender back there. They didn't do that, and I suppose it's not up to the referee to tell them. They have to realise that. You talk about unenforced errors, but that's a huge thing to do.
Really big change here. Would be interesting to see, will they go for the 21? Probably I think that'd be the right decision. Get a score on the board and try settle down.
Yeah, well, look at your 14 minutes in. You haven't scored so far in the game. I think if you're someone like Doyle, you're just going to want to have a go at this and just get it over the bar, keep that scoreboard ticking over. But you know, an All-Ireland decider, things can happen. Momentum can change and shift. You know, even if Quigley had knocked that ball over the bar, it wouldn't have counted. It was still going to come back down for a free. But either way, it's an opportunity for Niall Doyle now to put this ball over the bar. It's come off a completely unenforced error by Largy College. But anyways, Doyle for this one on the 20-metre line will shoot this one right-footed. Takes his time over it, tries to curl it in. Is the wind going to help him? No, it's not. And well, I mean, it's a sign of a player that's not very confident. You can tell he hasn't had too much of the ball, but that's a real disappointment.
Yeah, he'd be really disappointed with that. Really disappointed. That would have really settled Rice College down, especially into that win. But look, hopefully they'll be able to win this kick out and go on the attack again.
Yeah, I think the referee is just telling the goalkeeper there the ball has to be kicked from the middle, but another disappointing moment for the crew from Rice College. Kick out coming from Quigley. The referee says there was a foul in the middle of the field and it's going to be a free, so a judge there to have been a pull. You're 15 minutes into a game now, you're Rice College. You've had, 3 wides, you've dropped balls short. You know, they need to get a score quick, fast, but it's not going to come in this attack.
No. Again, a cheap free to give away from a kick out.
Yeah, they're driving hard. Here comes Alton Martin now over on the left-hand side. Rice College getting bodies in there and it's turned over. Darren Maroney can come away with it. What's their running power like in the middle of the field? They're going to have to be quick and fast, but it's all white jerseys right in front of them. Here comes Liam McAllister now from Dura Bearfield trying to take on his man. Up towards Owen Fitzpatrick. Now there's a little bit of space. Nice pass inside towards Doyle. Takes it wonderfully into his stride. The hop just didn't go his way. Might break inside there towards Jack McAllister. Ball just goes to ground and the attack just moves away first. It was a nice pass inside to Doyle, but a very tricky one for a forward to control. Coming over the shoulder, just said it kind of took any bit of pace that was in the move out of it.
Yeah, and Largy College had bodies back, good defending. But yeah, they're on the attack here again. Breaking through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, they sure are. It's Noah McGinty from Éire Óg this time, but he's been hit and tackled hard by Sean Hegarty. They're working in the middle third, but they managed to recycle it once again. Shane McPhillips now, the half forward. A little bit of space in front of him. Has time to pick out Jude McGinty from Éire Óg. He tries to pop a flighted pass inside. The referee said there was a push in the back from Darren Maroney, and it's going to be a free in for Largy College Clonus. In fairness, probably not the best hand pass in the world to him. It was a little bit blind coming over his shoulder, but once the hand went on the back, the referee was making absolutely no means about it. Dermot Lyons said it was going to be a free in, and again, not one that Rice College probably needed to concede.
No, easy decision for Dermot Lyons there as ref. Just a hand on the back. Maroney would be disappointed with that. Now he is carrying a lot of balls, so they'll be hoping he keeps carrying ball again.
Yeah, well, we've seen a poor free on the far side from Niall Doyle. It's that midfielder Mantas Pulaskis who had a go at that one, and well, he did not catch it right. It tails well away to that left-hand post and wide. Talk about having a left-footed free taker, but that's probably one of those that you could probably let your normal free taker potentially have a go at. It wasn't that far out, we say, angle-wise on the right-hand side to warrant having to put a lad with the left foot on it.
Yeah, probably McFarland more than likely is their main free taker. He could have having a go at this, but 14 is down injured. Dane McAvaney.
So he hasn't had a major impact in the game so far now. It's been a good battle between himself and Tyke Bain, although saying that, his corner forwards inside Oisin Lynch and Aidan McFarlane, they look like real dangers in there. Kick out coming over towards this right hand side. 3 or 4 players go up. Liam McAllister, the man to come away with it for Rice College. Long ball sent inside by Charlie O'Doherty, but it's a real 50-50 ball in the end. Actually Reece Murphy does well just to recycle it, but that kind of ball in from Rice College, you're not playing the odds in those situations.
No, you're favouring a 50-50 ball at best, so they'll be disappointed with that. But again, they still have possession. They just need to try and create a scoring opportunity here and try and finish this attack. Yeah,
Niall Doyle has come very deep for this one, the full forward. He's out around midfield, sends it across towards the midfielder Darren Maroney, shoots off his right, fabulous block in there by the full back Morgan Howell, and it's gone out for a 45. Again, the angle was a little bit tight, but right in his boot from Howell, got down, got the block, and again, they still haven't conceded so far, and the longer this goes on, the more it just eats into the heads and the minds of the Rice College players, but also it just lets Largy College grow in confidence.
Exactly, yeah. 19 minutes gone here. Again, better from Rice College. Maroney, strong running power. Niall Doyle again at 14. They linked well there. So McAllister here to take the 45. I think he scored one in the Munster final, got man of the match. So he'll be hoping to have the distance here.
Yeah, sure will. Well, it's a short run up. He's going to take it off his right. The referee wants to have a word, in fact, with one of the players from Largy College. Yeah, well, for whatever was going on, was it standing or talking? But I don't think Rice College are going to be too disappointed with that one getting it moved in. And you know, again, from a Largy College point of view, that's twice now they've done things probably unnecessarily. And with that as well, they've given away 1 or 2 more frees inside that 45-metre line. Anything that's kind of gone against them in this game, it's been their own doing.
Yeah, simple decision. I don't know what was said to Dermot Lyons there. Doyle now to take the free. He'd be hoping to write his first free.
Yeah, certainly will. I said he's had a couple of shots at the goal so far. I think just getting on with it and taking it as quick as he can will probably be the best protocol, and not overthinking this one. It's a big moment in the game. There's almost 20 minutes on the clock. This time he shoots it in, and this time he puts it over the bar, and finally the crew from the banner can let out a roar or two. They've gotten the score, and you know, amazingly, there's only 2 points in it.
There's only 2 points in it, yeah. Doyle will be a lot happier with that effort. He'd better strike. But again, you'd be really disappointed if you were Largy College there to give away that cheap free.
Yeah, and a cheap free is exactly what it was, from a 45 to turn into a free on the 20-metre line. It's, I'm sure, not what the crew, Jermaine O'Rourke and them, would have wanted to see. Kick out coming from Largy College up towards that middle of the field. They've had dominance around there so far, but this time it's Rice College from Ennis who win that ball. There with Owen Fitzpatrick. Will he have his hands on the Edmund Ignatius Rice Cup in around about an hour's time? We shall see. Here comes his midfield partner now, Darren Maroney. Again, strong running from him across to Lee McAllister. He had a shot earlier on in the game. That went wide. This one is blocked. And the crew from Clonus can win the ball back. Again, they're taking it on, though. And they've probably, well, I won't say overcome the storm, but like that 5 or 10 minute period when they were really pinned in inside their own half of the field, you know, they've gone, I said it was damage limitation there for a time, but they've come out with it okay. A bit that shot was blocked down. But even here, they're tackling. They seem a lot sharper, a lot crisper. They've perhaps that score is going to give them a little bit more confidence.
I think it has, yeah. They've settled. Again, they'd be delighted there's only 2 points in the game, even though it is only 3 points to 1. But they're working hard now, so it's potentially could be a breach here. Yeah,
there's very, very close. They want to be awfully careful. They've got 2 players right on the edge of the line. I think there was a shout across there to Jack McAllister just to step back in. But either way, here comes Aidan McFarlane now. Can he get a strike away? Looking for a little bit of support. Checks back inside, sticks it up on the breeze, and it sticks it up between the posts. It's a fine score from Aidan McFarlane. He looked like he got himself into a little bit of danger, but he turned back around. Might have even hurt himself as well. He's just taken a little bit of a moment too, but a good strike from him off his right boot. And I said he just stuck it up onto the breeze and over the bar.
Yeah, he's a real good footballer inside there. He's well able to win his own ball. So Rice College will really need to tighten up on him. Again, 14 is still limping here. He's struggling.
Yeah.
There could be a substitution here. Yeah, there is.
Looks like they're going to be making a change, but disappointment. It looks like he could even have a dead leg or something like that home more than Anthem, but it doesn't look like something he's going to be able to shake off. While we're at that, the referee Dermot Lyons is going in, having a word with his officials. 22 minutes on the clock here so far. You're looking at this game, and you're trying to weigh things up as the number 25 Paddy McDonald from the Clonus club goes into it. You know, Largy College probably have had the better of the game. They only find themselves 3 points up. We're talking a lot about what Rice College and Ennis can do better. What can Largy College do a little bit better to put things a little bit more on the scoreboard?
I think feed McFarland. He's on fire inside there. 2 balls, 2 scores. He's really shown to be an excellent footballer.
Yeah, well, the referee actually wants to have a word here with Dame McAvaney, and I don't know exactly what it was, but he was in having a word with his 2 umpires. It's not a case of him throwing out a couple of yellow cards. The referee is going to have a word, and it's a black card, in fact, for the full forward. Interesting to know what happened there or not, but what it means is for the next 10 minutes of this game, Rice College and Ennis are going to have a player advantage, and you're looking at different things. That's something that they can really use to just try and go and control things a little bit more. You think the referee's just having another word there, but it just gives them a little bit more time, particularly on kickouts.
Yeah, again, Largy will be really disappointed playing the last 7 minutes here this first half without down 1 player. Rice College will be delighted, on the other hand, to have the man extra against this win, so he'd really be hoping, or Rice College will really be hoping to get another score on the board before half time.
Yeah, they certainly will. I think Largy here are just going to try and let their forwards split things and allow that kick out to go out big and long, but it's a big advantage. This one just holds up into the breeze. Big break there by the midfielder Mantis Palaskis, and they come once more. Largy College, can they get another score or two on the board, but straight away, just looking at Oisin Lynch and the way he was holding on to the ball there, he was in no rush to do things. They're going to try and kill the clock. He gets a return pass though very quickly. No real pressure been applied to him. He's got 1 point in this All-Ireland final, and you can now say he's got 2. As he no, it's not. It's pulled wide.
Just the right. Again, they're clever here. Largy College are clever. They wanted to slow the play down when they're down a man, but I thought that looked to be going over, just tailed off the wind. Whatever wind might have pushed it to the right side of the post there.
They did look like they were just taking their time over that one, but space just opened up and right in front of the goal too. It wasn't as though they worked overly hard, but they looked to just hold possession, and in the end the chance opened up for itself. But it's another wide for them. It's their 4th, but they've won the ball once more. Phelan Brady's been outstanding for them so far. He's trying to go forward. He's on an advantage now, still going strong, just loses his footing, and the referee is going to bring this one back for a free. And you'd think Quigley's going to come up for this one, and what you'd also say too is that he's going to take every little bit of time that he can for this as well.
Yeah, he might be staying, is he? They're not sure. Maybe they don't want to get caught by a breach like the last time. So yeah,
they realise they have to have a 4th player back there when he's going forward. It's his 4th trip, in fact, up to the other half of the field. This one is 4th look at it, and he's right in front of us here. We'll have a good view of this one. This is a 2-pointed free effort though, and it'll be a big score for them. I said they're still down to 14 players for another 8 minutes or so. He's going to take this one right footed. We're right behind this one. We'll probably know as soon as he does if he's going to catch it. He caught the last one rather well. Can he get this one and put his side into a 5-point lead? He does strike it well, but it just sort of tails away to that near post and wide. Just hasn't got it so far today, has Ryan Quigley. Another day all of those probably go over the bar from.
Yeah, but better strikes I think from the first 2. He was probably just forcing them a touch, but again, whatever wind there seems to be is pushing the ball. The last 2 shots have gone to the right hand side of the post.
Yeah, sure has. Big kick out up towards the middle of the field. Super hands in there for Moran Carolan. Was a tad unfortunate that the man just came in at that time, and Rice College can get hold of the ball. They can finally try and push forward and get themselves going on an attack where they'll again have that extra man to just maybe open things up that little bit more, trying to drive their way through the Largy defence. Little pass over towards the left as they try and change tack. Niall Doyle again, he's come a little bit deeper this time, spraying it out towards that right hand side of the field. Here's Aaron Mounsey now. Little pass over towards that right hand side again. They're just trying to direct traffic a little bit. Need to probably create a little bit of an overload or something on one of those wings.
Yeah, I think they're working the ball well around the arc, but there's no real pace being brought in. No, Doyle is bringing a bit of pace, but again into the middle, into the clogged up spaces. Yeah,
and again that's where Largy College want them to be. 4, 5, 6 white jerseys right around there. Back it comes towards Jack McAllister. He tries to put one up on his left boot, but it drops well short of the post and into the hands of Quigley. And again another cheap turnover to cough up.
Yeah, I think McAllister nearly felt like he ran out of options and just swung a boot at it. Disappointed. Probably needed to keep the ball there. I know we were saying to try and bring a bit more pace to it, but I think he just ran out of options. And again, another turnover down the pitch here, and it's
Tyke Bain that wins that ball. Yeah. He's a big, strong unit man. He seems to be playing too as the free player at the moment. I said it's his opposite number, the number 14, Dave McKenvey, who is off on that black card for another 6 minutes or so. It might see out the first half, might even dip into the early stages of the second half. Charlie O'Doherty now, the corner forward, a lot deeper than that though. Here he comes. He's travelled inside that 45-metre line again. No real support in front from the referee. Said he overcarried the ball. He went down a bit of a blind alley in the end zone.
Yeah, he had no one inside. He was looking for a pass inside, and Rice College had no one up there, which is surprising considering they're up a man.
They have been slightly slow to get forward and actually get the support on the attacks. Where on the other side of things, Largy College have been very, very quick at getting back and getting numbers in defence.
Yeah, they're getting the ball quicker into McFarland and Lynch inside, whereas I think Rice College are struggling early to get McAllister into the game. He's their danger man. He scored 2-5 in the Munster final. Like, they'll want to feed him with ball into Lynch here and clever.
Yeah, very smart ball just to play it back out, and he's gone for the return. Could be a big moment in this All-Ireland final as Aidan McFarland pops the ball back and around. McFarland decides to go back out. There was a hint of a goal chance there a moment ago. Over it comes towards Noah McGinty, up towards the 20. He shoots it in and over the bar. A fine score from Noah McGinty. It pushes the lead out even further to 4 points now, the biggest of the game so far. 5 points to 1.
Yeah, again, ball in, Lynch put into McFarland there, and runners coming off the shoulder. I think that's the main difference between the two teams. Largy College Clonus are getting the ball inside where Rice College aren't.
Yeah, well, it's a quick ball inside, but it was a really clever little pass there from McFarlane. The ball was on the ground. He knew if he probably went down to pick the ball up, he was going to be smothered by two players, and all of a sudden the chance went away. Here comes another opportunity. Can they get a goal before half-time? They're on an attacking mark. Could be a big chance for McFarlane. He's inside. Ball breaks. It has to be. It is. It's Oren Carlin who finishes to the back of the net. It's a goal for Largy College of Clones. He'll never score an easier goal, and it just so happens to come in this All-Ireland final after 29 minutes.
That's going to be one of the biggest scores of the game. What are they, 7 points up now? Get on the stroke of half time. They'll be really delighted, man down. That again, winning the kick out. Yeah, do you know, they have.
And it's that man once again, Phelan Brady. He's had such an impact in that middle third of the field.
Out on top of him again.
Yeah, it's been absolutely an incredible performance from him so far. McFarland was involved in the move too. It was a lovely win inside from Oisin Lynch that created that chance. Now we're going to see what the crew from Clare have. They really need to respond. Only one score to their name with 39 and a half minutes gone. It's here now for Sean Hegarty. Again, you're looking at the crew from Clones. They're so quick to get bodies back. The referee says there was a foul in there. I think James Rafferty was the man that was fouled, the centre half back. He wasn't best pleased that he didn't get a free a little bit sooner, but you know, you're looking at body language as well. The heads are up on the crew from Clones, whereas you know you're already seeing the guys from Rice College, and they don't look like a team that are confident right now.
No, you're looking there, and they've 6 lads here between the 45 and the 65. They're not trying to break the defensive line here. Now Doyle is going to Maroney.
Yeah, again, it's all very tight over on this left-hand side as it is now. He was looking for a free. The referee says no. And another thing too, he just stands and looks at it as the crew from Clones try and burst forward once more. It's there with Mantis Palaskis. He's had a big first half as well. Another huge body around that middle third. Lovely ball inside towards Oisin Lynch. Lynch, though, as he said, well, I was going to say, had the ball first, managed to almost get it back up. He'll be disappointed with himself that he didn't get that ball up on the first occasion, because it was another 2-on-2 opportunity for them inside.
Exactly, yeah. And again, quick ball inside. Lynch and McFarlane are showing really well inside.
Yeah, they sure are. They're a dynamic double act. I'd almost go as far as to say, you know, without Dave McKenvey in there, it's opened up a lot more space for them.
Yeah, well, again, the McKenvey was a bigger player. These are smaller, more dynamic players, and they're getting good deliveries into the corners, and they're running onto and getting runners off the shoulder, and that's what's really that's the main reason why they're 7 points up.
They sure are, and even here again we're seeing the crew from Rice College and Ennis. They're taking things slowly, they're taking their time. They've got 2 minutes with a man advantage here. It's Niall Doyle again, probably not where they want him. He's so far out from goal. Back it comes towards Sean Hegarty once more. Over on that left hand side, plays a little 1-2 with that Charlie O'Doherty. O'Doherty now just has to take it up rather on a second attempt. The pass goes back and across.
Again, Largy College would be delighted with this. They're man down and they're pushing them back. They're back out to, they're approaching the 45 now, but again into the middle, Maroney.
Yeah, and it's another sort of 50-50-esque ball inside. It doesn't stick, and Largy College can win it and come out with possession once more.
Lousis again, he's carrying a lot of ball and a delivery on.
Yeah, fantastic pass into the space for McFarlane once more. Out in that left-hand side, wins it first time, playing with his head up. He's got a runner coming through the middle. That man is Ulton Martin. Ulton Martin trying to put it onto his left foot, inside towards Oisin Lynch with a dainty ball back inside for McFarlane, but it just hits the ground and tails out wide, and indeed it is. The referee has decided to blow the whistle. Dermot Lyne says that is enough for the opening half, and what a half of football it has been for Largy College of Clones. They are in a dominant position in this All-Ireland decider, Owen, and really and truly they've controlled this game from minute one.
Minute one, yeah. I think Rice College had a good first 10 minutes without trouble on the scoreboard. They'll just need to try and get ball into McAllister. I think that's the key here for them in the second half. Largy College probably want to do more of the same. Feed McFarlane and Lynch, they're on fire inside.
Yeah, they sure are. The only thing, you could perhaps try and say from a Rice College perspective, whatever bit of a breeze, that's in it, it will be with them in the second half. Could it be a case that McAllister might come out, might play a little bit deeper on the 40?
Potentially. Maybe it could also lend itself to playing Doyle inside. He's probably a small bit deeper, not threatening the scoreboard. Again, a big physical player. They could look to get quick ball into him.
Yeah, they sure can. It's been an intriguing opening half for sure. Largely what they've done right, Largy, is that middle third of the field, particularly on those Rice College kickouts. They've smothered them and they've made life really, really tricky for Tony Burke. Some of the kickouts have just tailed out over towards this side, but you're looking at the likes of Phelan Brady, big Mantis Palaskis in the middle of the field, even Noah McGinty, who's chipped in with a point or two. They're dominating those areas and they're in and around those breaks every single time.
Yeah, they're Largy College are winning all the breaks, and that's key. Kickouts in the modern game are essential, winning your own kick out, and that what builds the attacks. So yeah, I think if Rice College are to get back into it, they need to win the midfield battle here in the second half.
They sure do. Well, for that, we will leave it there for the opening half, and it is the crew from Monaghan in Largy College. They are in a fantastic position. They lead this All-Ireland decider by 7 points at the break. 1 goal and 5 points to Rice College of Ennis's 1 point. We'll be back for second half coverage very shortly. The 45-metre line. Good tracking back there too by James Rafferty. Still an opportunity from Oren Carlin. He shoots it up and over the bars. The first score.
Won it well. Ball in here, dangerous. It could be.
Yeah, half an opportunity there. It's Oisin Lynch tries to turn and shoot off his right. A fabulous strike at the ball. A small, but does get it up at the second attempt, trying to take on his man Tom Spellman. Twisting this way and that, making a half yard, shooting off his right foot. And you can see from the celebration he knew where that one had gone. The call and not overthinking this one. It's a big moment in the game. There's almost 20 minutes on the clock. This time he shoots it in, and this time he puts it over the bar. Here comes Aidan McFarlane now. Can he get a strike away? Looking for a little bit of support. Checks back inside, sticks it up on the breeze, and it sticks it up between the posts. It's a fine score from Aidan McFarlane. McFarlane decides to go back out. There was a hint of a goal chance there a moment ago. Over it comes towards Noah McGinty, up towards the 20. He shoots it in and over the bar. A fine score from he knew if he probably went down to pick the ball up, he was going to be smothered by 2 players, and all of a sudden the chance went away. Here comes another opportunity. Can they get a goal before half time? They're on an attacking mark. Could be a big chance for McFarland. He's inside. Ball breaks. It has to be. It is. It's Oren Carlin who finishes to the back of the net. It's a goal. And you are very welcome back to the Connacht GAA Centre of Excellence for this All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools Senior D final. It is the crew from Largy College in Clonus against Rice College of Ennis. And so far it is the men from Clonus that are in full control. They lead this game at half-time by 7 points, 1 goal and 5 to a single point. And really, from a Rice College point of view, they have to try and get back into this game as soon as possible. I mean, you know, they had a man advantage for 10 minutes and they didn't put anything up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they'd be disappointed with that. I think they still have a man advantage here for the first couple of minutes. I see they've only 5 forwards going in there, so they'll be hoping to Rice College will be hoping to get a score on the board early while they have that man advantage. Yeah, they sure will. Well, I said it's going to be an interesting little second half. And just looking at that midfield battle up there straight away, you're looking at Mantas Polaskas there. He's a very big man, but the way he's carry ball and one ball in that middle third, very unassuming in his ways, really. But he does what he does so effectively. Yeah, big dynamic player. He's carrying ball. He's getting himself about. And himself and McGinty have won the midfield battle in the first half, so they'll be looking to build on that again for the second. Yeah, they sure have. You would have to think that the crew from Rice College are going to have to get an awful lot more ball in that middle third if they're going to come back into it. Interesting too to see they're almost playing with a 4-man half backline for this opening minute or two, using that extra man to just get up there, and it's up and away we go once again for this second half of the All-Ireland decider. Remember, the winners of this one are going to take on the Edmund Ignatius Rice Cup. Who is it going to be? Is it going to go south or is it going to go north? It's the lads from Clonus in the lead, and it's the lads from Clonus in possession of the ball. Noah McGinty with a little pop pass there towards Phelan Brady. Brady's had such everywhere. Yeah, he's had such an impact in this game so far. He's very unassuming in his ways, but he can win ball, he can run, he can tackle. He looks like a player that's the real deal. Yeah, he's excellent. He's excellent. He's carrying ball, he's winning breaks, and they're on the ball again. Yeah, they sure are. Well, another little pass there towards Aidan McFarlane, just takes on his man, trying to come inside. He just loses his foot ever so slightly, but the referee says there's a free. Perhaps it could have been a foul a little bit further out. I think he'd be happy enough to get that one. And once again, we're going to see Ryan Quigley come and have a go at this one. In fairness, the pitch today, it's just starting to cut up a little bit. Yeah, look, the ground is a lot of rain here all week, so it is slippy underfoot. I think when you go jinking and jiving, they're going to lose footing. And here's quickly now, this will be a big score, 2-pointer into the wind. Yeah, and it's just on the verge of that arc. He'll fancy his chances, and it'll be a good tester to see, I suppose, the distance he can get in that boot in the second half. Yeah, he'll look for his last couple of strikes have been good. Again, this is a really big kick into the wind. He'll be all out for distance, I think. Yeah, well, he hasn't actually scored in this All-Ireland final so far, but what a time this would be to get his first for a 2-point score. He shoots it in. It's got the distance. It's got the accuracy on this occasion. No, it doesn't. The crowd behind the goal there with their signs, they thought it was going to go up and over the bar. It was very, very close, but it just tailed to the far post and wide. And Largy College are now coming back up to a full complement of 15, and it's the number 25, Paddy McDonald, who is coming into the play. And in fairness to McKenna, he didn't look like a man that was going to be coming back on. He had picked up a bit of a knock before he got that black card. Yeah, I think actually McDonald was coming on just previous to Dermot Lyons calling over McAviney. So yeah, they're back to 15 now, so full complement. So they'll be looking to build on their 7-point lead. Yeah, they sure will. Well, it's the crew from Rice College who win that ball in the middle. Can they use that breeze to their advantage in this second half? Owen Fitzpatrick right on that 2-point arc. Back it comes to the cornerback, Tom Spellman. Spellman passed across towards James Rafferty, and now to the far side of the field to Sean Hegarty. He sends a little pass back towards Rafferty, up towards the 20-metre line. Good Rice College go for goal. The pass goes across the square, and it just goes out wide. A little bit overcooked. Niall Doyle was there as well, but for the very first time all afternoon, we've finally seen that Largy College defence opened up, and a lot of it just came with pace. Yeah, pace. Hegarty got the ball. He took it at pace. He had a runner inside in Rafferty, and just unlucky with the pass across to Doyle. Yeah, in fairness to James Rafferty, the centre half back, he was involved in that move 2 and 3 times. He didn't stand still once he gave that ball. It's a simple attitude to go again, and it's exactly what he done, and it opened up the defence. The final pass was ever so slightly undercooked. Here's the kick out right over towards this left hand side. Lovely hand pass from Ulton Martin just into the path of Oran Carlin. That goal in the first half that he scored, the one that really put daylight between these sides. He's been tackled hard, tries to take on the shot. It's close, it's coming inside that post. It's just going to drop into the goalkeeper's hands, Tony Burke, and he wins himself a free. But you know, even there again, Oran Carlin, he's a player that plays with his head up. He tried it. He probably knows his distance now though in the second half. Exactly, yeah. Again, poor kick pass by Burke over the sideline. Again, these are the cheap turnovers that Rice College have been making all through the first half, and again starting here into the second half.
Yeah, it just hasn't gone their way. Was there a foul on that? The referee says no. Carolyn trying to drive on once more. This time he opts against the shot. Space opens up for Noah McGinty. Is he going to go all the way through? McGinty trying to cut inside on his right boot.
Great block.
Yeah, throwing the body on the line. Still not there. Could be a chance for Paddy McDonald with his first touch of the ball. He pops it back towards McFarland. Oh, real pressure been applied by Rice College. Back around it comes once again. They're defending the way they've been defended against all afternoon. Aidan McFarlane once again, the referee, is as he stopped the play. I think it's a bit of a head injury.
I'd say, from the block.
Yeah, brave defending though in the first place. But in fairness to Rice College, they did defend a little bit like Largy have done. They were getting bodies right around the ball, making life really uncomfortable for the opposition.
Yeah, McGinty took the ball at pace, drove straight down the heart of the Rice College defence. But excellent scrambling defence, got the block in and prevented. And again, good defending when the ball came out. They pushed Largy College out, and they'll be happy with that. So hopefully, I think it's the full back.
Yeah, looks so. It's
Bain, is it? Yeah, it is.
Picked up a bit of a bang. In fairness to him, now he had I was saying earlier on, he had a strapping on his hamstring before the game, but I think it was just literally a case of putting his body fully on that line.
Yeah, and I think he definitely stopped a definite score there by from McGinty. It looked to be going over the bar, so excellent, brave defending. And they'll be hoping to build on this now and try and get the ball up to the boys in the full forward line. Again, interesting to see. I think Doyle has gone in a small bit deeper into the full forward line for Rice College, so they'll be hoping to he switched with McAllister. McAllister here is playing on the top of the D. So again, if they can get some turnovers here in their defence and look to kick past transition quickly, I think that's the joy that Largy College got out of their first half. So they're on the ball here now, so it'll be an indirect free.
Yeah, it would seem to be the case for that one. It looks as though Ty Bain is going to be okay to continue, and we can get going once again. So an indirect free here for Largy College in Clonus, and they get on with it straight away. So we're 5 minutes into the second half. A lovely little pass inside. They've created a bit of space. Trying to step inside was Noah McGinty. Goes one way, the other, drops the ball short into the hands of Tony Burke. Perhaps overthought that for a moment or two. Tried to, do too much with it. But once more, we see it been turned over. Unbelievable stuff from the wing back. He's been absolutely excellent in this game. Back it goes to Mantas Palaskis. He had to go off his left boot in the first half. This time it's coming in off the left boot of Paddy McDonald. His first look at the post, but it's exactly done very well actually. The wing back Jude McGinty trying to send the ball back across, creating another opportunity. It's Ulton Martin, all very tight over on that right hand side. Lots of Rice College bodies converge on the Clonus player. Referee said it was touched on the ground or thrown, but it's going to be a free for Rice College, and it's their chance to try and get the ball forward once more. But they've done this 2 or 3 times. They haven't been able to break out then from that press.
Yeah, they're struggling to get out past their halfway line. So they'll be looking to Maroney and Fitzpatrick to carry a bit of ball, and look to be out here now.
Another good tackle again. It's Polanskis that was in there. Ball looks like it was turned over. Referee said the boot just went in, and it's going to be a free to Rice College.
Again, brave by Hegarty there, and they're on the move here. It's going to be a 50 metre.
Yeah, and this is definitely one you'd imagine they're going to bring out for a 2-pointed effort. Again, it's amazing too from Clonus, because they've done so well, but the only real chances that Rice College have actually made for themselves so far today have come from Largy College. Mistakes, and ball's been brought forward, ball's been moved in.
Cheap opportunities there so far, and it looks to be Hegarty here going for the 2-pointer. He's shaping that he'll take it outside the right.
Yeah, well, the wind would suggest that it's probably going to suit him. If he does, he'll try and start it off at that left-hand post. We're behind this one. It'll be a huge score. It would cut the gap right back to just 5 points in this All-Ireland final. He strikes it well. Has it got the distance? Is it going to overgo a little bit too much and tail away?
Never started out far enough. Just cut across it too much. But look at the... Again, can they win this next kick out? That's going to be the key here.
They sure can. Well, I think the goalkeeper's just taking a little moment for it, but again, you could see what Hegarty wanted to do. He just didn't catch it right, but still, that free from Niall Doyle, their only score so far in this game. Now, in their All-Ireland semi-final with St Brendan's of Belmullet, it was only 3 points to 2 at half-time, and they did finish with 2 goals and 10 in that encounter, so we know they're well able to score, and well able to score in the second half. Here comes Tom Spellman now, up towards the 45-metre line. Nice ball inside. This time it's won well. Here could be an opportunity for Jack McAllister. We've been talking about him all afternoon. It's the first first time we've really seen him get involved in the play. It's there for Niall Doyle, has to try and sell a dummy back out to McAllister. He takes a little solo. Referee says play on. Another very tight knit solo. In the end, he just passes the ball back around. You can tell just trying to create those opportunities, but they are playing with a little bit more urgency, Rice College. But on this occasion now, Aaron Mounsey is finding himself under all sorts of pressure. The pass goes all the way back there towards the centre half back, James Rafferty. He does well to get himself out of a hole, shall we say. And now it's across towards the big midfielder and captain Owen Fitzpatrick, up to the 45, steps inside. Will he ever go for a 2-pointer? He will. He's not going to have the distance. The goalkeeper Quigley is out to meet it. And again, it just seemed like a case of Rice College trying to force things ever so slightly.
Yeah, I think they're good turnover here by McAllister. Yeah,
it does really well. Does Jack McAllister to win himself the ball back. Does amazingly well to get it out towards Charlie O'Doherty. O'Doherty now inside the 2-point arc, up towards the 20. Try to play a hand pass across there towards Reese Murphy. It's right down towards the end line. It's hit a boot. The referee says it's going to be a 45. In fairness, a poor shot in the first place, but Jack McAllister winning that turnover high up the field. We've seen a lot of that from both sides.
We have, yeah. And again, you'd be hoping Rice College don't fall into the trap here of going for 2-pointers and dropping them short. I think they've plenty of time here. We've over 20 minutes left for them to try and reduce the 7-point lead. Yeah,
they sure have. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to go for a shot on this occasion. It's back there with a few different players have stood over this 45. They're trying to get it going. Yeah, McAllister just chips it up for Charlie O'Doherty. He'll look for the return surely if he can get it. O'Doherty just skips inside his man, still going. He tried was it a pass?
Good
was
ball,
it a shot?
yeah.
It could be an opportunity for Rice College. They're trying to get their second score of this All-Ireland final. Real pressure been applied by Largy College. It's back out towards Fitzpatrick. It's like a Gary Owen up and under, and it's only white jerseys underneath it.
Again.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff from the big midfielder. He was underneath that ball. It was hanging in the air for seemingly an eternity, and he wins that ball back. A few occasions there for Rice College. They tried shots, but none of them looked like they had any real clinical edge to them.
Yeah, I think the main difference between the two teams is the composure in front of goal. Between Lynch and McFarland, they seem to be more composure and better strikers of the ball, where Rice College are forcing them opportunities a bit much.
Yeah, they are just forcing them ever so slightly. They have won that ball once again. The ball been kicked out over the sideline, and now the men from the banner can try and come forward. Lovely diagonal ball inside to McAllister. Just couldn't get it to stick on that occasion. And do you know what, Owen? It's probably the first time they sent a real good ball inside to him.
Yeah, just an awkward one. He didn't know whether to go with the hand or the feet. But again, it's this
Phelan Brady once
again,
more tearing up that right hand side, playing a dainty ball inside towards McFarland. McFarland trying to twist and turn, trying to create the half yard for himself, goes one way, then the other. Can he get the shot away off his left boot? McFarland sure can. A little show and go went onto his left foot this time. It's a 3rd point of this All-Ireland final for Aidan McFarland. What a score, and it pushes the lead out even further. It's now 1 goal and 6 points to a single point.
Yeah, and we've a sub here in the Rice College team, 17
looks
and
like
10, I think, 2 subs coming in.
Yeah, to double change. Callum Hinchy is coming in, as is Dylan Tierney, so they're really trying to roll the dice here now. Looks like Aaron Mounsey is one of the players going off, and
20
looks like Reese Murphy being the other one. But going back to that score from Aidan McFarland, we've seen him kick over great points off his right boot, but a small little show and go created those couple of yards, and he stroked it over.
Yeah, excellent score. Again, good ball in. Brady is the key to Largy College. I think if you were on the Rice College sideline, you want to be trying to tighten in on him. He's carrying ball. He's really effective today.
Yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant so far. Kick out again, not the longest one in the world. It just breaks through here now, and it could be a first touch for Dylan Tierney. He's shown a fresh pair of heels there to the cornerback Ryan Murphy up to the 45-metre line. The hand pass is a bit of a loopy one inside. It's going to skip one man, still there for them to pick up, but it's actually picked up by Jude McGinty. He's been involved at both ends of the field for Largy College. Ball still not quite won there. It's all very tight over in this left-hand sideline. They go back once more. Again, though, looking at Dylan Tierney, again, a lot of pace to him. The ball, the hand pass inside was a little bit flighted, and it just made it a 50-50 once again. But, good play, a player that might do something for Rice College if and when they move that ball fast.
Exactly. Again, Largy College, excellent use of the ball coming out of the defence. Switch the play. Pulowski, great score.
Incredible point by the midfielder, Pulowski. It's absolutely brilliant. He carried it 30 yards, brought it in onto his left boot, and plucked it up and over the bar. A first score for him. And again, in fairness, for the work that he's put in, it's well warranted. 1 goal and 7 to a single point. It's a 9-point margin with 17 minutes to go. Largy College look like they're really pushing for home.
Yeah, they're going for home. 2 excellent scores there from McFarland and Polauskas. Again, Rice College look for the high press there. Excellent composure by Largy College, and we've ball in here now to Doyle.
Yeah, could be an opportunity if the ball can get into the hands of Doyle.
Tierney's off him.
Yeah, he's got a runner off his shoulder. Could this be the moment? The pass just isn't the best one in the world, and it's kicked out, and it hasn't even gone out. He thought he was fouled, Doyle. I think he might have a case on that occasion, but the referee says no. It was another big opportunity. He had the man inside him, but again, Largy College hold on. We were saying earlier on, they only conceded 3 scores in the All-Ireland semi-final. They played 43 minutes of this All-Ireland decider, and they've only conceded a single point. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, again, Pulowski, switch of the play, good ball down to MacDonald, keeps it in play.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, no, just couldn't do it in the end. It's going to be a line ball for Rice College. You're looking at Tierney once again, though. Again, he showed his pace there.
Serious pace down the sideline. Yeah, he was unlucky. Maybe Doyle was fouled, but Dermot Lyons didn't give it. And again, a kick pass. He's stepped out over the line.
Yeah, he had stepped out over the line originally, so I think the referee has to, by right, go back and just get that one, even though it was turned over by Largy College. Another sub looks like getting ready there for Rice College. Looks like Owen Pine, another Aero player, is going to be coming into the fray. Again, it's these unenforced errors, you know, for all afternoon really. It's been Largy, despite winning, they've had a lot of those unenforced errors, but they've kept their heads up and they've kept doing the right things in the right moments. And this man, the big midfielder, Palauskas, has been doing just that. He decides in this case just to go back and slow things down ever so slightly. In fairness to Largy College, they haven't had an awful lot of these slow attacks. It's when they've moved that ball at pace is when they've shown real danger signs.
Yeah, they've another string to their bow here. They're keeping it. They're stretching the play. I think a smart move really here, because they're well in control. They're 9 points up.
Yeah, they sure are. It's over to the far side of the field once more and driving forward. They are looking for another scoring opportunity. The pass goes across the squares. Their centre half back, Dunica quickly this time. Yeah, a fine score from him. He done what he needed to do. He probably didn't know how he was up in that full forward position, but he just got the ball and stuck it up and over the bar. Another score for Largy College. It's their third of the second half, and that lead is now in double figures. It has been stretched out to 10 points.
Yeah, and again, 6 scorers here. You have three of the forwards, 2 of the midfielders, and now the centre back on the score sheet.
Yeah, fine fetched in the middle of the
Tierney
field there by Tierney once more. He puts boot to ball, sends it all the way inside. Can they get a score? Rice College just slipped through the fingers there of Charlie O'Doherty. Perhaps it was all for luck for a moment when Maroney ran onto it. Ball still not there. Referee says play on. Looking to try and create an opportunity with Charlie O'Doherty. Tackle goes in. Referee says there was a foul, and he's down there holding his head as the defender. It's going to be a free in either way for Rice College, and an opportunity for them to get a badly needed score. But you're looking at Dylan Tierney. How didn't he start this game? He's been electric since he came in. What a fetch in the middle of the field, and a very good ball inside.
Great fetch, yeah. Good pair of hands, clean pair of skates as well. He's well able to move across the ground.
Yeah, he sure is. He showed exactly what he was about right
2
there.
2 subs coming here now for Largy College.
Yeah, it looks like Jamie Dowds is coming in, and also Matthew McCockney, 2 players from Clonus, the Clonus club, coming into the fray for this All Ireland final for these closing stages. You were speaking about it a moment ago too, though, about the 6 different scores. When you've only scored 9 times in the final, to have 6 different scores, that's a real spread of score.
Yeah, again, I think Pulauskas and McGinty have really come into the game here in the second half. They've got 2 excellent scores. So Mac Phillips is off here, and we have a sub actually as well on the Rice College team. So
yeah, they're bringing in the number 18, Keelan Bain. I said McPhillips has put in a good shift at wing forward today. Has worked very hard. Again, I think it's that cornerback who's coming off for Rice College. It looks like Tom Spellman. And they're just trying
I think Largy are going to change the 2 wing forwards here, 10 and 12. McPhillips and Martin are going to be taken off here.
And in fairness, both of them, they haven't gotten on the score sheet, but we speak about the dominance midfield. It's your wing forwards that go in there and they put in the work. They win those frees, that hard ball, and it's exactly what they've done. Niall Doyle now with the free for Rice College. I said he's their only scorer so far in this All-Ireland decider. He's got this one on the 20-metre line, sticks it up and over the bar. It's a good score from him. It's a point that brings the gap back to 9. 1 goal and 8. Now plays 2 points, and it's an opportunity from a free to just get them set, get set on the kick out, get your press right, and really try and squeeze in this Largy College team.
Yeah, this kick out is really important now for Rice College to try and get a bit of momentum. If they can build maybe 2 or 3 scores together, it might bring them back into this game.
Sure can. Big kick out up towards the middle of the field. Ball broken down there, and it's the new man in, Matthew McCockney, who just gets hands on the
turnover.
Ball. Referee says play on. The ball's still not there for anyone in particular. Nice little dink up into the hands of Dylan Tierney. Tierney now sends that pass across. It's there with the number 9, Darren Maroney. Now it's with Charlie O'Doherty. Will he have a go? The ball's just bobbling around there. It's all very broken at the moment. Still out there for anyone in particular. Back towards Tierney once more, playing with his head up and deciding to move the ball across towards Sean Hegarty, and across it goes.
Interesting here from Largy College. They've Vinnie Corey down here right on their defensive 21, so they're trying to set up and make sure that they don't concede a goal.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, here comes James Rafferty trying to create that goal chance right now inside the 13. Is he fouled? The referee says yes,
penalty.
and it is a penalty. Wow. Well, that could be a big turning point. In fairness to the referee, he was a good distance away from it, but he made the decision. You could definitely tell he was the arm was being pulled in that moment. James Rafferty, the man that was fouled, and this is a huge lifeline for Rice College of Ennis with 11 minutes to go in this All-Ireland decider. It's a huge moment, and it's an opportunity to bring them right back into this game.
Yeah, correct call from Dermot Lyons. There was no doubt that it was a penalty, and Doyle here now to try and add to his 2 points. Again, this is what we were probably talking about there a minute or two ago, to try and get 2 or 3 scores together and put Largy College under pressure.
Yeah, and it did come from that kick out. They won that kick out a bit to play. It took a little bit of time, but it just done enough. And now Niall Doyle has this opportunity to cut the gap back to 6 points. You feel this one has to go in if Rice College of Ennis are going to have any chance of getting back and winning this All-Ireland title. It's a big moment for the man from Aero Guinness in Niall Doyle up against Ryan Quigley. He goes back, he's taken his few steps. He's their only scorer in this All-Ireland final so far. This is a key moment. He takes his time, he steps up, he shoots, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Quigley gets a big right hand to the ball, and it is going to go out. The ball is actually going to be a free in, but you feel psychologically that's a huge turning point in this game.
Yeah, great save by Quigley. Yeah, that could be the win of the game right there, Stephen. Quigley, excellent strong right hand, pushed it out towards the sideline, and probably Doyle will be a small bit disappointed that he didn't finish this, but they have a free here. I think looks to be Tierney.
Yeah, Tierney, yeah, those red gloves. He's going to shoot this left footed. In fairness, the goalkeeper, it was a nice height for him, but he got a big strong right hand to push it away. Here comes Dylan Tierney. Can they get a score out of this move at the end of it all? It's dropped, and Quigley has it once more. The goalkeeper again coming up trumps for his team. Well, again, as we say that, it just happened to drop out and go out for a 45, but again, happy enough with that. It just breaks up the play for the crew from Largy College even more.
Yeah, again, McAllister is going for a kick to 45 in the Munster final. Probably the wrong side of the pitch here for a right footer, with the wind is slightly with him, but it's probably across towards that right hand post, so he'll have to start at left of the post.
Yeah,
he looks maybe even to drop it in, is he?
Yeah, well, it's a short enough run up either way. He's gonna have a crack at this one. He strikes it right footed. It's gonna go very close. It just tails wide. Was there a touch in there from the goalkeeper?
There looked to be, yeah.
The umpire said there was, and he's going to get another crack at this one. In fairness, he struck it well. It didn't come off the ground an awful lot, but the flight of it was excellent, and he's going to get another crack at this one. But going back to that penalty once again, Owen, you do feel like psychologically that's a huge victory for Largy College.
Yeah, that Doyle will be disappointed, but you can't take anything away from the save from Quigley. Excellent save, and look at there. I think for Rice College to get back into, they needed that goal, and they will need a goal to try and reduce the deficit.
Yeah, they sure will. Well, he's going to have another crack at this one. McAllister, can he cut into that gap? Choose this one right footed again. It's going to drop in close, but it's gone to that far post and wide. It's another wide for Rice College of Ennis, and you do feel for them that the heads are just starting to go down ever so slightly. There's still 8.5 minutes to go, though.
Yeah, it's probably they need to. They're working. They have to work harder to get their shots off, and I think they'll definitely need to win this kick out and try build on that, build on the momentum they've had for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, get the press
Tierney
going.
Again.
Yeah, he was on his own really for a moment there. The referee says it's going to be a free for the crew from Clonus. Looks like it's the number 19 Matthew McCockney that's just gone down there and just slows things down ever so slightly, and that's exactly what the crew from Clonus will want.
Yeah, they're smart footballers. They realise that Rice College have the momentum the last couple of minutes, and they'll be looking for Lynch and McFarland, ball inside.
Yeah, long ball in towards McFarland. It's broken there by one of the Rice College defenders. Just slips free momentarily, and Phelan Brady can add it. Yeah,
and wins his free.
Yeah, playing like a right corner forward there for a moment, but it won't bother him in the slightest. He wins the free, and again, it's just another chance for Largy to take their time, have another look at the post, and try and extend that lead out even further.
Yeah, McFarland isn't hanging around here. He's nearly set up to kick it. be a big score into the wind, but he should have the distance. He seems to be a good striker of the ball.
Yeah, he's just outside that 20-metre line. It's a lovely angle for a right-footed kicker. He's got 3 points so far in this All-Ireland final.
Excellent strike.
That's a fine strike of the ball. You can make it 4, and they really are pushing for home. A great score. The lead is back out to 10 points once again. A goal and 9-2, and that's a strike of a very confident player.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's on fire. 4 excellent strikes, 4 points, and he's really the driving force of this Largy College team.
Yeah, they're putting in a fine show, and I see McAllister is out in the middle of the park trying to win ball there. It could be down to frustrations. Lovely pass towards Dylan Tierney. Tierney just ever so slightly behind him. Had to reset to get that ball. They're still going through. It's there once more with Rafferty. He won the penalty a few moments ago. He's fouled once again. The referee is going to give a free, and I wonder, is he going to take any more action on this occasion?
Unlikely. I think the Rice College are happy enough with the free. But again, Rafferty is driving here from centre back. The last 2 plays that they've had up the pitch, he's won the 2 frees there, the penalty and the free there. So Doyle here looks like he'll tap it over. Yeah,
it could well be the case. Jack McAllister back there winning the kick out too. Again, having to come a lot deeper from goal than he probably would like. But either way, he's created this opportunity for Niall Doyle to again chip into that lead once more. Said he's taking this one on the 13. Dare I say he might try and put his foot through this one. He's taking his time over it anyways, that's for sure. Doyle strikes this one and puts it up and over the bar. It's another score for him. He's gotten all of their scores so far in this decider. The gap back to 9 points once again. I do think he took his time over that free all the same.
Yeah, he was making sure he was getting it. So what have they, 5-6 minutes of normal time left? Again, can they win this kick out and get another score?
Yeah, they really need to put on that press as best they can up towards the middle of the park. Referee said there was a push in the back. Yeah. In fairness to Palauskas, who's had a great game, he wasn't very subtle that time.
Metre.
Yeah, and you think they might bring this one back out for a 2. I know you said earlier, you can't really force them, but I think when you're this far back in a game at this time, you probably have to go for them.
Yeah, you have to go for this. I think they'll have to bring it out.
Yeah,
no, he's actually not. He's going into the 13, into the 21.
Yeah, well, it's an yellow card for one of the Clonus players. Didn't exactly pick you, and yeah, indeed, it is coming out. Looks like Sean Hegarty's going to have a go at this one. And we saw Hegarty have a look at one from a little bit further out on the right hand side, trying it off the outside of his right boot. But this looks like a more conventional kick at the post, and it would be for a 2-point score that would bring the gap back to 7 as we come down the stretch. Big moments in the game.
Yeah, big moment. He's not going outside the foot. He's just put it up and let the wind carry it.
Yeah, well, it is definitely up on that breeze.
Yeah.
It's going to be close to the post.
Yeah, 2-pointer.
Yeah, it is. And the first 2-pointer of this All-Ireland decider. And all of a sudden, Rice College of Ennis have gotten themselves back into this game. 1 goal and 9 points. Now plays 5 points. And you just think to yourself, had that penalty gone in, this would be right in the crunch.
It'd be right in the melting pot now. But what have we? Have we 5 minutes left?
Yeah, we still have about 5 minutes. And there has been a couple of stoppages in this game. So
can they win this kick out?
Yeah.
They've 4 scores in a row here, I think.
Yeah,
the McFarlane, but they've definitely 3. And Doyle wins.
Yeah, wins the kick out. He was just tackled in the air ever so slightly, but they're getting on with it straight away. The man who got that 2-pointer, Hegarty, the pass just doesn't go to hand though, and Largy College win it back. And that was at a key moment, one might have said. Another pass across there, and you just felt the momentum was with Rice College. They needed to get another score out of that one.
They did. And look at Brady's inside here. If he finds them, he does with a hand pass.
Yeah, one thing Brady hasn't done all afternoon is get a score. He's fouled for the last free. He's been fouled for this one. Really good play. And again, you talk about momentum shifts. It's shifted once more in favour of the crew from Clonus.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Rice College will be disappointed with that turnover. Maybe potentially was a free, but Dermot Lyons let it play on. And Palauskas is going to take this with his left foot, it seems. Yeah, now he had a go at a left-footed one in the first half that he didn't catch very well, but he did get a fine score earlier in this half. Also, just an interesting note, Owen Fitzpatrick, the big midfielder from Rice College, has gone into full forward there now. That's again the switch there with McAllister. Yeah, McAllister's gone out towards the middle, and they'll be looking to try and get ball into Doyle and Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, you think they might go route one with it, but either way, this is an opportunity for Palauskas to push on that lead even further. It's close, but it's gone wide on the far post. Another wide for the gang from Clonus, up towards 7 wides now. Another sub coming in for them. Jamie McCarville is going to be coming in. He's going to be coming in for one of the defenders. But even though that shot goes wide, it done what it needed to do. It just killed a little bit of momentum that Rice College had built up over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, but it did, and they'll look to press the kick out here. Again, this is a really important kick out for Rice College.
Yeah, kick out over towards that left-hand side, just skipped through the hands there of Sean McMahon, broke down, and I think Niall Doyle this time was the man that was guilty of doing the foul, slightly outnumbered on that occasion. And again, Palanskis, after having the free there a moment ago, he's back here picking up a ball once again. We're looking at the clock. There's about 2 and a bit minutes of normal time to go in this All-Ireland decider. It looks as though Largy College of Clones are going to hang on and claim that first ever All-Ireland title for the school. Another ball popped inside, back around towards Noah McGinty. Yeah, could be a goal chance. This could be the moment for McFarland. He's inside, he shoots low. Great save by the goalkeeper, and it had to be from Tony Burke to keep any sort of hope left in the game. McFarland will be very disappointed that he didn't convert that. Once again, though, you're looking at Clones, even though the chance has gone away, they're still putting real pressure on the crew from Rice College high up the field. In the end, the referee is given the free, and it looks as though there's a Largy College man down there too.
I think it looks to be McFarland after whatever happened after he went for goal there. What an excellent save by Burke, and that really keeps whatever hope Rice College have of getting back into this game. That was a big save.
Yeah, he didn't catch it probably as he would have liked, but still, any ball that goes low along that ground, it could very well trickle into the net. But in fairness to Burke, he's known for a shot stopping, and he done the necessary there. We're still looking at the clock. There's just over a minute of normal time to go. You would think, bar some strange miracle, although we've seen things happen, it looks as though it's going to be the gang from Largy College that are going to win this All-Ireland. McFarland looks like he's fine. The referee
looks to be bringing up 50 metres. I don't know what happened there.
No, I'm not sure either, but I don't think Rice College are going to complain too much about that one. It's going to be Sean Hegarty to take the free here, but again,
they look at long in. No, they don't. Over to
Doyle. Yeah, over to this right-hand side. He does well to win it the second time.
Back card maybe?
Yeah, could potentially be. Referee saying play on. It's still there with Doyle. How they'd love a goal from him. Chicks inside, tries to get a pass across. It's there for Fitzpatrick. It's all very tight. He's surrounded by 3-4 bodies. Manages to break free. Is there going to be another penalty? Referee says no. The ball's broken down, and Largy College can win possession back. It did look like a bit of a cynical foul over on the right-hand side a moment ago. There's bodies flying everywhere, but Rice College have managed to turn the ball over once more. I think there's a few lads from Clones that aren't too pleased about that. Either way, this still a bit of fight in the men from Clare. Hand pass inside isn't the best in the world, and Clones can turn the ball over once more. But again, it's turned over by Jack McAllister. We've seen a lot of turnovers in the end, a tiny bit overzealous in the tackle, and it's going to be a free out for Largy College. A frantic phase of play.
Yeah, just the bodies are getting tired now after 60 minutes of play. Couple of basic errors creeping into when the bodies get tired, but I think Largy College will be delighted to win that ball back, and they're on the attack again.
Yeah, tired body, tired mind. Good hands from Jude McGinty when he got that free there. It was down towards his ankles, and they put boot to ball once more up this sideline towards Oisin Lynch.
Classy.
Yeah, tidy little flick. Looks a classy footballer. Haven't probably got as much ball in the second half as he would have liked. McFarland seems to be the one that's gotten on a lot of possession, but he took his score really well in the first half. One of the first points of the game. It's been a good performance from them, and they do have a little bit more of a dynamic forward line. They interchange very well with each other.
Exactly. Yeah, McFarland, Lynch, Carolyn. They're small, lively players, and again, Lynch is out here. He's just controlling the play. It's really smart play. Now we're into injury time. Carolyn is just standing up, taking play. He's trying to force Rice College's hand.
Yeah, and again, at this stage of a game, you can see the bodies are getting tired. The press isn't as strong and intense as it would have been in the first half. It's there with Donncha Quigley now. He's on the 65-metre line. We've gone a minute over the allotted 30 in the first half. It's at the discretion of Dermot Lyons as Jude McGinty steps inside one tackle and a second one inside the big arc, inside the small arc, looking for support, gets it from McFarland. McFarland will just tip this one over the bar and could very well set the seal on this famous victory. It is 5 for the corner forward, 4 of them from play. It's been a very good performance in front of the post from him.
Yeah, he's been the main difference between the two teams. Scores are coming for him easy, whereas Rice College are reliant on frees.
Yeah, they sure are, and it looks as though it's certainly going to be their day. I make it now 1 goal and 10 points to 5 points. The kick out comes again from Burke over towards that far side of the field, and again it's just a cluster of white jerseys ready to pick up the pieces. Noah McGinty, the man that gets it. The pass across just goes to ground momentarily, but in fairness to Paddy McDonald, he does really well to come through the tackle, and a hard hit there from Jack McAllister means it's going to be a free in. And I do wonder if they're going to bring up the goalkeeper quickly just to take a little bit of time and just again slow this down even more as they inch their way closer to that trophy.
Yeah, we're really deep into injury time. probably a time wasting exercise. I don't see him having the distance, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know exactly. But again, as you said, a time wasting exercise. You can use up the best part of a minute or so sorting out this free, and it is going to be taken by Rian Quigley. He's said he's been up and down this pitch an awful lot in the game. It was his 6 or 7 trip up, but he hasn't scored. I see one or two of the players getting to know each other over on the far side as Quigley has a go at this one. Not the best strike in the world, and it can be picked up by Rice College. But I say picked up, but the referee says there was a foul in there too. But either way, it just slowed things down even more, playing into Clonus's hands.
Yeah, exactly. But in fairness, you have to credit Rice College. They've kept going here. They've kept really working hard. Maroney here is still going, working hard. He's a member of the Clare under 21 or under 20 hurling squad, and he's really shown leadership to try and maintain performance here. And we've a long ball in here towards Doyle. Yeah, a good ball into a space on this occasion. It just it feels like there's been no bounce in this pitch all day, and just when it went to come from, it just bounced and hopped over his head, and it kind of summed up the afternoon for the crew from Rice College as Largy pushed forward once again. Show and go in the middle of the park, and they can move it out towards Noah McGinty. I'd love to see his possession stats, how many times he's touched the ball, because he's been on it so much in this game. Gives it across to Stephen Cusack, the corner back, who's done his job very effectively. It's there now with Jamie Dowds, one of the substitutes. Long ball inside, won expertly by Lynch. Can he get another score to seal the deal? He stuck it up into the clouds and puts it over the bar. Immense strike from Oisin Lynch, his second point of the afternoon, and a score that his work really deserved. Yeah, he deserved that. He hasn't been as much of a threat here in the second half, but he worked really hard all throughout, and he thoroughly deserved that second point. And so
yeah, Dermot Lyons has had a couple of looks at the watch. We've played 4 minutes after the allotted time. It's won once again by Largy College. They're trying to finish with even more of a flourish. It's there with McFarland. Yeah, a bit of a loose hand, but the referee isn't even going to say a free in. He says that is that, and Largy College of Clonus have their day in the sun. What a performance, what a result. They have ran out 9-point victors, and every one of them was deserved.
Yeah, that in fairness, some excellent performances. You're looking at 7 points between the Lynch and McFarland in the full forward line, and that was the main difference. The scores came that bit easier, and fair play and credit to Largy College of Clonus for an excellent team performance throughout.
Yeah, they really were astute from the early stage of that first half. You could see that they had a little bit of something about them. They were well able to move that ball and control that ball well. They'd done exactly what they needed to do at the right moments in the game as well. You even go back to those stages in the first half when they went down to 14 players. They didn't concede in that 10 minutes.
Yeah, they really controlled performance. Really controlled throughout. They knew when to kick the ball in. They knew when to hold possession up. And it seemed to be a very well coached team. You can see Desi Moan and Vinnie Corey in the background, so fair play to Largy College. And you have all the supporters out with the flares, and they'll really enjoy this one.
Yeah, they sure can. It won't be a long journey back up home for them tonight, that's for sure. A word to the one Rice College, because again, a Clare school to beat a Mayo school in a semi-final was a big enough feat in itself. To win a Munster title over a Kerry side is another huge step. Getting to the All-Ireland decider, it's been an incredible journey for them. They put in a good performance today, perhaps didn't play to their potential. I think they might feel tinges of regret that they left bits behind them, but they can be so proud of the work they've done.
Yeah, exactly. It's never a nice day to lose an All-Ireland final, but you have to take the year as a whole, and I think they've made some serious gains and improvements, and fair play to Dennis O'Driscoll and Brendan O'Neill, who are over the team. They've won a Munster Championship and bet a very good St Brendan's team in the All-Ireland semi-final, and be just disappointed that they didn't probably settle into the game that bit quicker in the first half.
No, unfortunately not. But just finally on, if I was to push you for a man of the match from this Largy College side, again, so many contenders right across the field, but if you're going for one in particular throughout the afternoon, who would you be saying?
Yeah, I definitely probably three players maybe come to mind. Phelan Brady, Mantis Palauskas. But I think really the difference between the two teams was Aidan McFarland in the corner, 5 points, 4 from play. A really classy display from a corner forward, and who should have a bright future ahead of him playing for Monaghan Miners. this year.
Well, in fairness, when he matched the tally of the Rice College crew on his own, it was very hard to go against him this afternoon. Owen, thank you for your company. You can stick with us here for the trophy presentation, and it is Largy College of Clonus who have claimed the first of the All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools title. They will take home the Edmund Ignatius Rice Cup. They defeated Rice College of Ennis on a full-time scoreline of 1 goal and 11 points to 5 points. Got a green grass to run into up towards the 45-metre line. Good tracking back there too by James Rafferty. Still an opportunity from Oren Carlin. He shoots it up and over the bars. The first score.
Won it well. Ball in here. Could be.
Yeah, half an opportunity there. It's Oisin Lynch tries to turn and shoot off his right. A fabulous strike of the ball. A small, but does get it up at the second attempt, trying to take on his man Tom Spellman. Twisting this way and that, making a half yard, shooting off his right foot. And you can see from the celebration he knew where that one had gone. The call and not overthinking this one. It's a big moment in the game. There's almost 20 minutes on the clock. This time he shoots it in, and this time he puts it over the bar. Here comes Aidan McFarlane now. Can he get a strike away? Looking for a little bit of support. Checks back inside, sticks it up on the breeze, and it sticks it up between the posts. It's a fine score from Aidan McFarlane. McFarlane decides to go back out. There was a hint of a goal chance there a moment ago. Over comes towards Noah McGinty, up towards the 20. He shoots it in and over the bar. A fine score from he knew if he probably went down to pick the ball up, he was going to be smothered by 2 players, and all of a sudden the chance went away. Here comes another opportunity. Can they get a goal before half time? They're on an attacking mark. Could be a big chance for McFarland. He's inside. Ball breaks. It has to be. It is. It's Oren Carlin who finishes to the back side towards McFarland. McFarland trying to twist and turn, trying to create the half yard for himself. Goes one way, then the other. Can he get the shot away off his left boot? McFarland can. A little short Rice College if and when they move that ball fast.
Exactly. Again, Largy College, excellent use of the ball coming out of the defence. Switch the play. Pawlowski, great score.
Incredible point by the midfield. Side of the field once more and driving forward. They are looking for another scoring opportunity. The pass goes across the squares. Their centre half back, Donica quickly this time. A fine.
Make sure that they don't concede a goal.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, here comes James Rafferty trying to create that goal chance right now. Inside the 13, is he fouled? The referee says yes, penalty. And it is a penalty. Wow. Well, that in this All-Ireland final so far, this is a key moment. He takes his time, he steps up, he shoots, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Quigley gets.
He's not going outside the foot, he's just put it up and let the wind carry it.
Yeah, well, it is definitely up. Breeze. It's going to be close to the post.
Yeah, 2-pointer.
Yeah, it is. And the first 2-pointer of Jude McGinty steps inside one tackle, and the second one inside the big arc, inside the small arc, looking for support, gets it from McFarland. McFarland will just tip this one over the bar and could very well be Dowds, one of the substitutes. Long ball inside, won expertly by Lynch. Can he get another score to seal the deal? He stuck it up into the clouds and puts it over the bar.
Round of applause. Congratulations. I'd like to pay compliments to our match officials, both today and across all our competitions. It's not always easy to again match officials on the day of our games, which are often during school days and work hours. So I'd like to thank them for making their time available for that. We're indebted to
for making their facilities available to us today. This game was originally fixed for a Westmeath venue, but unfortunately the weather has not been kind to any pitch for the last couple of months. I'd like to pay tribute to all the clubs and schools, county grounds that we get into to get our games played. It is a huge advantage this time of year, especially when the weather has been the way it has been. So thank you to all clubs and grounds. Thank you. For all the players standing before us, you've come from clubs who have put football in you and brought you from when you were 4 and 5 years of age. When you go back to your clubs over the next couple of months, just pay tribute to the good work that they've put into you to get you to where you are today. Thank you. To Rice College, it's unfortunate today we have to have a loser, but throughout the year you have shown incredible skill and teamwork to get to capture a Munster title and to be here today. There will be better days ahead for you all, so heads up, hard luck today and very best luck into the future. For Largy College, it's a finish to a good year for you. Ulster winners and now All-Ireland winners. Congratulations. And I'd finally like to make the presentation of the trophy to their team captain, Noah. Thank you.
You know, give us a serious game there, and I'd say that scoreline flattered us away, but certainly was a lot tighter than that, and just we came out on the lucky side of it. Can we get a round of applause for Rice College, please? I'd like to thank everyone here at Connacht Centre of Excellence for giving us the pitch. You know, it's probably not easy getting these pitches this time of year ready, but just thanks for that. I'd like to thank the supporters for coming out. Not an easy trip coming down 3 hours down the road, but he's all come down and made it worth it. To all the teachers in the school who make it easy for us to come out and do these things, Miss McGuinness, Mr. Corey, for organising cover for our two managers and for promoting the game in the school. Thanks very much. And finally, just thanks Mr. King, Mr. O'Rourke, been involved with us for a long time, and I'd say after all this they're thinking it is sort of worth it for once. Just a round of applause for them as well, please.